Once upon a time, a frightened little child searched for her place in the world. Her parents sent her to a magical kingdom. Her tiny stature was stunned at the marvelous multi-storied structure that stood in front of her. She gently opened the gates. The kingdom seemed peculiar at first, but she was curious. She strolled inside and lightly tiptoed through the corridor. Out of nowhere, a fierce and brave-looking entity flashed in front of her eyes. It was her fairy godmother. She said this was a magical quest with hidden jewels she could discover along the journey, and at the end she would find a great treasure. All she had to do was try her best. The boy stumbled upon a flock of enchanted fairies called teachers. Each of them possessed extraordinary powers of knowledge. They were the keepers of magical portals that opened every subject known to mankind. He was intimidated to step inside, but the teachers held his hand comfortingly and swayed him forward. They educated him in vibrant rooms filled with toys, took him to adventurous field trips to new lands, played intriguing games and fun competitions to stimulate his mind. They took her on a trip around the divine library, overflooded with exotic books, and supplied her with a playground where she used her strength to become one with the wind. It was more than her wildest imagination of everything she ever dreamed to know about the world, the universe, and even herself. Every day she learned something new. She started turning into a mighty princess with little wings. Every day he was stunned by the mystical abilities of the school. He was always in awe of the way it sparkled each morning like it was brand new. Little did he know that as he slept each night, magical elves called housekeepers worked hard to make it spotless. She entered new realms of land with endless undiscovered riches. More teachers or fairies brimmed her mind with eternal wisdom. She was starstruck by classrooms filled with mesmerizing digital boards and access to the internet. A towering library enhanced even further his wealth and understanding of knowledge. It swarmed with heaps and heaps of books about every imaginable topic in the universe. He spent hours and hours together devouring them. The science laboratory was a chamber of utter fascination for her, where she performed endless experiments to understand the principles and laws of nature. The teachers bewitched him to see his true reflection and the endless spells of wizardry and potential within himself. He kept growing stronger and crossing new heights within himself. She saw the beauty in art, heard the soul-touching sound of music, and felt the peace in yoga. Not only did he learn to take care of herself, but he also learned to take care for nature and grow crops in enriched fields gifted by the earth. The most remarkable place in the school was the computer lab with advanced Mac desktops. Each student got one-on-one training. They eagerly dipped their toes in the vast ocean of vocational courses in the program called Image Minds. The courses varied from movie making, fashion, and music production to jewelry making and graphic designing. Everyone got a chance to pick and specialize in their own unique talent, and the princess chose the one that lit her soul on fire. All year long, there were particularly special days when the prince woke up with an extra jolt of excitement. It was the time to display all the skills he had learned. Sports Day unleashed her physical strength and potential. The science exhibition disclosed secret crafts of the universe he had gathered. But the most special day of all was the annual day. It was the opportunity for him to shine his brightest. He had been dreaming of the day when he could show his uniqueness and all the treasure troves of talent he had discovered within himself. Experts from different places visited to watch her spread her wings and fly. She stood on a spectacular stage with an enormous spotlight in an enchanted auditorium to cast her spell of knowledge and talent. The teachers told the prince that it was important to learn and celebrate all the festivals of different cultures. He was fascinated by the different traditions and colorful rituals of each festival. It taught him to love and be respectful of people from all backgrounds. So he would grow up to be a kind and just king someday. Her journey was not a sole one, but that surrounded by other students, each on their own quest. Just as every gem is precious, the school granted individualized wishes and treasures to every student. At each stage, they kept crossing boundaries and reaching higher skies. Slowly, they uncovered the small pieces of jewels the teachers had been giving them all along. The pieces merged to reveal an unforeseen marvel. Every student in the school's history successfully graduated and found their own happily ever afters in different arenas. A few pupils from each batch secured a place in the top 10 state rank. At the end of the quest, they found treasures of wisdom, kindness, unique talents, and memories that lasted forever. They went on to excel in fields ranging from science and entrepreneurship to art and humanities. And most importantly, they became majestic kings and queens of the world.